Hey everyone, just wanted to do a quick thrift find pickup video. It is January 21st here in Guelph, extremely cold, -20 today. And so my last video that I did was around January 8th, and I started off 2019 with some really cool finds, kind of backtracked and went through some stuff I got through November and December. And so here it is, January 21st. It's only been couple weeks since that last video, but I've managed to find some really cool stuff, so today included. So I wanted to quickly go over those. So as I said, pretty much all this stuff is thrift find items, leveraging coupons where I can, birthday discounts. A couple of them are actually Facebook marketplace purchases, and one of them is birthday gift, but I just wanted to talk about that. Basically, January 8th was my last video. I kind of summarized some things as I said. So the very next day, I went out to Value Village and actually got not something necessarily old, but pretty cool. So it's a Jurassic World hybrid T-Rex, and has sound, really nice condition. These actually seem to go for some good money. So I do have this currently on sale on eBay, and I think I paid $5 for this. If you follow me on Instagram at Giles Chris, I would have posted pictures of this kind of in my car. It's pretty cool to find this. I know there's collectors out there that pick them up. So anyway, cool piece, really nice shape, and hopefully I can sell that. So it's usually for about 40 or 50 bucks, even though it's not vintage by any means. So there's that, and then I actually found a cassette, Cheech and Chong's Greatest Hit. Just reflection there. I've been collecting cassettes for, I guess, a year plus now. My wife's more the vinyl collector. We have a pretty extensive vinyl collection, and so I've been finding cassettes. Definitely don't pay more than $1 for a cassette when I do find them. I'm not that serious about collecting, but or at least paying for cassettes, and they go for pretty good money. So I picked that up. The other thing, as I look around, was oh yeah, so I think a couple days later, Value Village again, were these vintage NBA sheets. So these are pretty cool. This was $1.99, so it actually has Toronto Raptors on it, Vancouver Grizzlies, which of course are not around anymore. So it's from the 90s. There's no date or tag on it. I did look it up on eBay. Kind of a neat just piece. So I'm not an NBA fan by any means, but kind of cool for the price. So I don't know, maybe someone could use this. We'll see what I do with that. So that's pretty cool. Also picked up a vintage Care Bears mug. So this was $1.99, and then had a discount that day. So this is from, I think I looked it up, it was around 85 or something like that. My wife actually has this from when she was a kid. So there you go. So it's Care Bears Cousins. So I think that's Lionheart, and I don't remember any of the other ones. Hugs a Lot or something like that. Anyway, and then also got this Garfield mug, All-Star. So it's a fishing themed mug. So it's 1978 Jim Davis. Just kind of cool. Again, I like these vintage mugs. They're kind of cool just to add to the collection and actually drink coffee out of them. The other thing I picked up that day was a GameCube Wavebird. It's not in great shape. The joystick is worn. I have a replacement one coming from eBay or AliExpress. No receiver. I actually spent some good amount of time looking for the receiver. It does turn on, but it's just going to sit on the shelf, part of the collection. Kind of always wanted one of these, so it's pretty cool to find one, and it was just sitting loose on the shelf. So cool, Wavebird. Very, very exciting to see that just sitting around. I actually don't have it with me. The other thing was I picked up a AET game Sega Genesis. It was in the glass case. I think it was $14.99. So it's the one where it has like 70 built-in games. Half of them are not even real Genesis games. It has a top loader. I've passed that up so many times. Retail, I think it still sells for $70, maybe on sale for $50. Anyway, so for $14.99, I grabbed it. 2 controllers, works totally fine. Just added it to the collection. And like I said, even the menu on it is pretty nasty looking. I can't believe they actually produced that, but Anyway, that was a kind of a cool piece too to find that day. The next thing would be this BBC TV Doctor Who Annual 1981. So that's kind of cool item. I remember watching Doctor Who on TV Ontario here in Canada with this exact actor. I actually don't watch Doctor Who now, the new, since it's been sort of revitalized. This actually has someone's name in it. To Billy from Aunt Kitty, Merry Xmas. Yeah, so 1981. It's pretty cool. So it actually has drawings in it of the show. But yeah, kind of a neat piece. So I don't know, maybe there's a Doctor Who collector out there that would want that item. Or I might keep it. The other thing, this was just kind of walking by and saw it on the shelf in the kids book section. So it's Magic Wand Speaking Library. It's made by Texas Instruments, so they had a little add-on. You can kind of see it there, and it would actually read barcodes as you scrolled to scan over them. So Stan Lee he presents the Amazing Spider-Man, the Skyscraper Caper, and then you would scan through this and it would read them to you. So the reader itself, this little blue piece here, Magic Wand Speaking Reader, seems to go for a fair amount on eBay. It seems really rare. I've only seen a few other books for sale. They don't ask, a tremendous amount of money, but I just really liked that it was Spider-Man, and this is from '82, so it's pretty cool. So that was $1. So for $1, grab that. The other thing, Trivial Pursuit, DVD SNL edition, and it is complete. So what's cool about this is it actually has the pieces that you move around the board to collect your pie pieces in Trivial Pursuit. It's actually SNL characters, and the one that really got me, I guess, was Chris Farley. So the man living in a van down by the river. So a little figure of him. There's also there's this land shark, I think, and Will Ferrell's cheerleader character. There's a Ladies Man in there as well. Conehead, Dan Aykroyd Conehead, and what's her name? Mary Catherine. So that's pretty cool too. There's one other one here who I actually don't recognize. But yeah, so it's kind of neat. There's a couple more. There's a samurai guy. Anyway, pretty neat. So that was $6. Put that here. And next we would have some cassettes. So these again were 99 cents. Judas Priest, Defenders of the Faith. Kiss, Lick It Up. This is when Kiss did not wear makeup. I think this album is supposed to be not that great. This is Kiss Alive. So I believe this is like a greatest hits album. Do Strutter, Rock and Roll All Night. Probably. Yep, Rock Bottom. Anyway, you can let me know if I'm wrong. Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon. So that's another cool one. And Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. So again, those were 99 cents each. And the other ones are not cassettes, some video game pickups. Serious Sam for the original Xbox. So complete. It's a great game. Maybe I already talked about this, but we'll talk about it again. And Toe Jam and Earl. And No More Heroes on Wii. This was sort of a big game when it came out. Was it Suda? I think his name is. So I didn't actually own this game on Wii, so I grabbed it. $3.99. I probably talked about the other Xbox games. I forget now. And then actually PlayStation 3, Time Crisis 4. Really like these games, and it started making me look into the Gun Con that you can get to play these, which goes for a lot of money. So Probably won't happen, but thought I'd add that to the collection. And Google Chromecast. So this is a Gen 1 or Gen 2. I have a couple of these already, but I was missing one for one TV. So this was $9, and it's totally complete in the box. Works totally fine. So yeah, that was cool. Just add to, they don't go for a lot. They're like 30 or 40 bucks for a new one. So for $9, I thought it was fair. This is not for me. This will probably be for my nephew, who's, well, he'll be 2 this year, but it's a little How to Speak Droid with R2-D2. So it's a little kid's book, but it has a cool little R2-D2, and push the sounds and hear it. So that's pretty cool. Certainly I'll just wrap that up as a gift for him. Another one, Star Wars Simon. So this was kind of interesting because I thought it was a Simon game. It is complete. It's based on episode 1, which means it kind of sucks. But basically, there's various Simon games in it, matching. It's kind of like a weird 2-player. I tried it out. Can't say I liked it. It has the instructions. It was super cheap. I don't know. Star Wars branded kind of got me. So I like it just sitting like that more than anything. Yeah. So Star Wars Simon. Put that over there. The other thing to talk about was for my birthday, not at all Thrift Find, was I picked up, or I was given from my parents, new Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe. So this has all the DLC, Luigi content. They made some changes. I actually didn't own a Wii U. I don't own a Wii U. I passed it up. I actually bought one for the kids for Christmas one year. Took it back before we gave it to them, so they don't know that. They played it at their after-school program at the time, so they actually played this game on the Wii U, but I never did. Same with Mario Kart 8. I never actually played Mario Kart 8 until I got the Switch. So I'm glad to finally get this game and spend some time with it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's like the other ones, so I'm excited to play that. I have a huge back catalog of games from Christmas, so I'm trying to work through those. So I'm right into Zelda right now on Switch. Hopefully going to finish that off. And then the other things I picked up at Value Village were some original Game Boy headphones, actually. So these are the blue and red kind of tips. So that was $1.99, which is fine. I can use those to complete a box set. And then actually, Nintendo DS Action Replay. And I actually found the cord separately. So it was just a card sitting there for, I forget what it was, $2 or $3. I put it on my Instagram, but, and then I searched the cables to find the matching cable. So they seem to go for a fair amount on eBay. I'm going to try it out, make sure it works. I think there's software that you actually update. But yeah, it was kind of a cool item. So just sitting in the bagged stuff. So that was pretty cool. And then, talk about this. This is a bit of a weird one. This was sitting in the, I don't know, kitchen section. So it's a Nintendo DS branded, has it on the inside there too, and it's a caddy basically. So here's a DSi XL that I picked up a couple weeks ago. So it fits in there. Your games go in the top, and you can have styluses and stuff in the bottom, and actually has a slot in the bottom where you could run cords so that you could charge them. So you have a pink DS here, so you can have your DS. So I'm actually just rearranging my handheld gaming section in another room. So this is actually kind of cool. It works out that I'll have my 3DS charged and probably another handheld or something. So yeah, it's kind of a cool item. I think it was $3. And it's made by Slam Brands Inc. 2010. But yeah, actual Nintendo DS. And then I don't know if you can see the inside, but it says Nintendo DS on the inside too. So that's kind of cool. Another board game. Keep saying enough about board games. So, Ready, Set, Spaghetti. This is from, what did I look up? 91, I think it was. Probably won't find a year. Oh, 1990. So yeah, I just love these kind of older board games from the 80s and 90s. They're really cool. So this is actually a full pasta table where you use forks to spin up your spaghetti, I guess. And underneath the board, I won't get it out, but there's pieces of vegetables, green peppers, and meatballs and stuff like that. So I think you have to avoid them sort of when you're untangling your pasta. So yeah, kind of a cool game. Upside down. So yeah, cool. And this was $6. So we'll see if I keep that one. I might try and sell that one. And then the other one was, I talked about this on Instagram, but basically this is a Star Wars Episode 1 alarm clock with the Naboo fighter, young Anakin's inside there, R2 head. It actually turns, so I took all the batteries out of this. It takes 9 batteries, which is crazy. Basically, it's motion activated, moves around, lights, R2's head spins, Anakin talks the whole time. I can't imagine waking up to that every morning. You would probably just throw the thing across the room. So it's missing the tail, but otherwise it's actually in pretty nice shape. I'm probably just going to sit this on the shelf out in the garage. Like I said, I can't imagine using this as an alarm clock, but Star Wars again, so you got me. Okay. Actually, we'll talk about one more thing. Went to Valley Village today. This is not for me. This is for my friend Simon, Relics and Retro. So he does dioramas, custom dioramas. So this is actually just a really large kind of shot up building, I guess. There's no branding on it at all. I can't tell what it's from, but I thought I'd grab it for him and he can make something out of it. It's quite big, but there's stairs and everything. So pretty cool piece. And then I went to two Valley Villages today. So one of them, I got the diorama piece, and then I got these little containers. Not video game related, but they're perfect for Game Boy or Sega Game Gear games. So I grabbed 3 of those that all matched. So that was kind of cool. Then what I did though was I went to Kitchener and Cambridge today to pick up a Facebook marketplace sale, which was some Ghostbusters figures. So I went there for 2 reasons. I have, he's sitting on the shelf over here, Winston Zedmore, Real Ghostbusters. So this is just loose. I typically just collect loose figures. So I have him sealed over here. So I fully intend, well, now that I have this loose one, to sell this one, because this goes for several $100s, and this does not. So probably going to sell this one now, I think. Anyway, so I went to pick up Winston. So there's Winston. But then also another Egon. I didn't need another Egon necessarily, but there's another Egon, and actually Stay Puft. So this is an 84 Stay Puft that goes with the figures. So I was happy to add him to the collection. And like I said, I'm going to probably sell my complete Winston to recoup a lot of costs, basically. So then the other thing I did when I was in Kitchener was I thought I would stop in at their Valley Village. And today is 50% off all housewares, bedding, glassware, I think. Never toys, never video games. So that happens maybe every couple months. I can't say I've ever bought anything typically at Valley Village that's on sale. Anyway, this was there at the Highway 24 Cambridge, Ontario Valley Village, and it is a vintage Crash Test Dummies bedspread. So this was $10. I saw a year on it somewhere. I think it's 92. It's I couldn't believe it. I always look in the bedding section in case there's like vintage sleeping bags. Sometimes you'll find like Pokemon blankets or Nintendo blankets. I've had that happen a couple times. Yeah, there it is. 92 Tyco Industries. So yeah, pretty cool. Crash Test Dummies, and it's huge. So I'm gonna wash that. Always wash stuff from Value Village in hot water, kill it all, anything that's in there. So yeah, really cool to find that. Pretty awesome. And then I thought I'd have a quick look through the toy section, and I actually found some pretty awesome stuff. So the first thing that caught my eye actually was Raphael. So this is a soft head Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Raphael. So these I think are worth more money than the hard head ones. I think the soft head ones came out first. Not much of a knowledge base on that, but anyway, Raphael. And then also was, I don't know this guy's name, but another Ninja Turtle, pretty sure, figure. He came out in like 92 or something later on. And then there were some, oh yeah, perfect. Monday little Mario figure. It's actually older than I realized. It's from 2002. So yeah, you can kind of tell his head looks a little different than most of the Marios you'd see today. And so this was just in a loose bag with a bunch of stuff. I think he was actually with one of the Ninja Turtles. And there's this little caveman guy. I think this is a kid's toy, but it's quite old. I did not check the year. I think it was from the early 90s, late 80s. If you happen to know what this is, let me know in the comments below. What else? Oh, some Kenner Batman and Robin. So these are 95. So Robin and Batman. This one's really cool. It glows. You can kind of see it on camera there. The blue sections all have the light come through. So I actually really like that guy. So again, just a loose bag, $1.99. Not old at all, but a Captain America. These are just probably won't do anything with these. I don't even know who this is. Some girl with kind of like blades on her arm. An Emperor figure, missing hands, unfortunately. I think this is not old, but again, it's kind of cool. These were cool though. So these are muscle figures. So again, these were just loose in the bag. So these little guys. So there's, I think, 8 of them total. So I had some of these as a kid. I think I had this blue guy here. There's a red one here too. So yeah, really cool. So I don't know when these came out, probably like the 90s or something like that, but there's a bag of those. So that was pretty cool. There's about 8 of those guys. And then there's all these little ninja figures, and I actually don't know if these are old. These might be just from a machine that when you're at the leaving Walmart or something. So there's just like little ninjas. Probably can't see that very well. So there's a bunch of yellow and red ninjas, stuff like that. So anyway, they were just in a bag. Again, all part of the same bag. Gumby, not old, just Gumby. And Scooby-Doo figures in here too. Scooby-Doo. So then what I was actually doing was waiting to meet someone else for another pickup, which is this cool item, which I just dropped a piece out of. So it's a vintage Donkey Kong Milton Bradley puzzle. Did not check the year on this. 81. So very cool. $5. Love the box. The box itself is in rough shape on the back, but just really neat. Love the artwork on that. So that's pretty cool. So pick that up. And then one last stop, Bibles for Missions in Guelph, which is another thrift store. All their toys were 50% off. So this was $2. 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles color forms. So this is a playset. So it's basically just like little removable stickers. So inside is a scene. So you kind of see that there. And then basically there's little tiny kind of like vinyl stickers. So there's Krang. So you'd put Krang on if he's stuck. I think you're supposed to, I don't know if you're supposed to wet the back, but anyway. So there's Krang. I'll show you. Krang, and there's I saw Raphael in here. There's like pizza and Casey Jones. So there's Casey Jones. So you can create little scenes. So Casey Jones and Krang. But yeah, for $2, and it's actually old, 1990. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I grabbed that, and that'll probably just sit in the collection. So yeah, cool item there. And then the last piece, this is actually for my wife, and she'll probably do an Instagram story about this. But at the Bibles for Missions thrift store, unbelievable, can't believe this exists, but it is a roller derby board game. So it's Impact City Roller Derby. It is basically unused. Everything was sealed inside. You can see the back. The skaters do not look like three-dimensional figures like this. I couldn't believe that when I looked at the back. I was like, wow, that's really detailed. They're still skaters inside. They're wood pieces carved out. They're nice, but they don't look like this. Yeah, really cool item. This wasn't cheap by any means. It was $35. It seems to be somewhat limited. I couldn't really find anything about it on eBay. There was something similar with, just the pewter figure. So actually it says on the bottom here, wooden token players included in box, pewter roller girls not included in box. Available at impactminiatures.com. So anyway, really cool though. So yeah, we'll check that out for sure. And I think that's it. Tons of stuff today that I picked up. And hopefully you like these videos, and if you do, please subscribe. Certainly comment below. I try to write back to people that do comment, which is not that many because I'm kind of new at this, but otherwise I certainly like making these and letting you know what's out there to be found. So thanks again.